Hello, 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 everyone. How's everyone doing out there tonight? This is, my name's Gray Eagle. I'm a Real World A320 pilot, bringing my love for aviation and flight simming together for all of you lovely people out there. Today, as you can see, we are in the home of the Brickyard. We'll be doing our second segment today. We flew FedEx down last night for the big sort down here in Indianapolis. The big sort is now over. We're going to head on down to Charlotte to finish this little two-leg sequence we got going on here. Good evening, good evening, good evening, Draco. Sup, Gray? Sup, Draco? How are you doing this evening? We have our A300. In fact, same airplane, same parking stand, because we literally brought the airplane in, went inside, had a nice little break while they did the massive sort here. All the packages have been sorted out, reloaded onto our airplane, and so we're gonna get it all ready to go back out and down to Charlotte. There's our airplane. She's all booted up, ready to go. I got her on APU power at this time, so really the only thing left to do is input our flight plan and get this bad boy up and in the air and on the way. It's a beautiful morning here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Look at that sun reflect off the airplane. Absolutely stunning. All right. Without any further ado, let's hop right back on into the flight deck. There we go. Glad to hear you're doing good, Draco. Glad to hear you're doing good. Get everything pretty much all set to go. I had the IRs aligning, so we'll go ahead and finish that alignment there. No ATC online right now, so I'll go ahead and set our top altitude at 33,000 feet in our altitude selector window there. I've gone ahead and taken the liberty to uplink our flight plan. So with that said, let's get to the next page. All of that looks good. I'm going to put in 0 for route reserve because reasons. There we go. Excellent. So both page 1 and page 2 look good. Let's go ahead and go into our flight plan. Since apparently last night we found out they're not going to be really using 2-3 right in the real world, or sorry, 2-3 left, we'll go ahead and use 2-3 right. Try to make it as realistic as possible. We're going to be doing the Dawn 1 departure Louisville. IIU is Louisville transition. We'll go ahead and insert that. And once we get down to Charlotte, let's plan on runway 18 right. I think that's the runway we'll get based on the direction we're coming from. And let's see. We're going to be doing the Phillips 4 arrival into Charlotte. There we go. With the Skyway transition. So Phillips 4 Skyway transition. Or Skyway. I would call it Skyway. There we go. And yeah, we'll go ahead and I want to go back to my start and insert that. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So go through. Looks like all those points line up and make sense. I'm okay with that. So flight plan, there's that. Then we want performance. Let's take off. Ha ha. See, I'm learning. Things are happening. So we grab our performance again. I'm gonna grab it from SimBrief. SimBrief says our V1 is gonna be 159, VR of 159, so 159, 159, and a V2 of 162. So we'll go 162 up here. Oh, I just noticed if you look over to the right at the FO bugs, you can see the bugs moving around there. 162. There it is. We can go ahead and press that in. Then I'm going to set different speed in here, 250. I always like setting 250. That sounds about right. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. So we got 159, 159, 162. This is going to be a flaps 15-0. It's going to be a flaps 15-0 takeoff with an assumed temperature of 53 degrees. So we'll go ahead and put that in there. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Assumed temperature of 53 degrees. Looks good. So that's all set. Let's see. I don't need to hit the approach. I'll put our takeoff data on this side. We'll put our flight plan on my side. If we go ahead and switch into plan mode there, and bring our departure on up. We can see let's see. I think it will step through, right? So on departure, it's going to be radar vectors to Sneva. Wait. Dawn should be at or above 10,000 feet. Is that on there? I don't know why that isn't. Because we're on the Louisville transition, so Dawn should be at or above 10,000 feet. Oh, it's showing flight level 330 by the time we get to Dawn. I guess we're going to be climbing. Oh, it just does it now. Alrighty. Does it even have it in there? No. At or above 1. There we go. We'll just put that in there. At or above 10,000 feet. Return. So we get that hard in there. So let's see, Foyt Dawn or above 10,000 feet. Then we'll go to Louisville. From there, we got direct to Skyway. Is that our route? Just direct. Louisville direct Skyway. Yep, direct Skyway. That's going to be the transition on the Phillips arrival there. Excellent. So the route has been reviewed and verified. We can roll right into a briefing with our co-pilot here. We'll ask him if he has any threats. That should be on. It is on. Cool. We'll say no real threats for here other than the closed runway, so we got to taxi around to a different runway. Yep. More than likely, how we're going to taxi around is we'll push back facing south. We'll take the Delta 1 exit here, and then we'll just go Delta 1, Charlie 1, Papa, Bravo 1, and then we'll take off on 23 right. It'll be a 15-0 takeoff with flex thrust, standard redirect considerations. If we do have an emergency after V1, we'll take her airborne, clean the airplane up straight ahead, and ask for vectors back around to 23 right. Which has 11,200 feet of runway, plenty of runway for what we need in the event that we need to make an air return. Otherwise, we'll get radar vectors to our first fix, which is south of the field there. That's Sneva. And let's see, we do have an auto ATC from VATSIM of a squawk of 6716. There is controller, we do have controllers on in Charlotte, so that should be good for arrival. Where is the tune? And then I said 6716. So 6716. There we go. I'll plop that in right there. And then we'll go TARA. How about that? Sweet deal. Why is the brake not set? I don't know why the brake keeps not being set when I load in. Excellent. Well, with that being said, let's see. Let's go ahead and see what our checklist. There we go. So the checklist is up. Let's go ahead and load the aircraft. Custom cargo from SimBrief. Yep, we'll update from SimBrief. Is that it? What's my fuel load supposed to be based on the SimBrief? 42.7. Okay, 42.7. Okay. And then this will apply that load to the aircraft. Excellent. And ground equipment. We can remove the chocks. We can arm all of our doors. I can take us off of external. We're going to get all of these on. Not that many of those. And the APU bleed can come on. Excellent. Beacon can come on. Excellent. All sounds good. Now we can remove the external power. Doors are armed. And let's take it back to the checklist here. There we go. Excellent. Cockpit preparation is completed. Fuel quantity 42.7 is required. We got 42.8 on board. Takeoff data is 159, 162 with a flex of, what is it, 53? There we go. Landing elevation is set at 790 feet, right, just round about there, 780. Altimeters 2987. Brake anti-skid norm on. Windows closed. Beacon on. Parking brake as required. The before start checklist is complete. Alrighty. So, let me just run on. The only thing I want to do with... okay. So I'm going to try to set the gross weight based on 32.0. Do they have those scales here? See, on the Airbus they have not just the digits, but they also have the percent. So we won't be able to set it that way. What's it going to correlate to? What's that? Oh, well, there's no fuel in there. So, let's see. I don't want to do that, but we'll do it. Take off runway 23 right. Yep, everything else looking fair. Wait, sync. There we go. Calculate. Down 0.1. Alright, cool. That's really all I wanted. So, we'll go down 0.1 after we set our engines there. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get this pushback going. Hello, hello, hello. Max Racing, how are we doing tonight? So, let's see. Hopefully this works today. Let's go outside. Okay. It looks like it's going to want to work. This almost made me get GSX today. I'm not going to lie. I sat here and I seriously contemplated getting GSX just because of all the trouble I was having yesterday. But looks like it's going to want to work today. That's just unbelievable. This FedEx ramp is so big, it has its own control tower. Just want you to think about that one. Ramp's so big, it has its own control tower. Park and brakes release, we're clear to push. Max Erson says the one thing that all the members in the Airbus family, excluding the A320, is their big old flight controls. Look at how big those spoilers are. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, they do have really big. Well, I mean, at least on this airplane, that's really the primary means of turning the airplane are the roll spoilers. The purple is iconic. Yeah, when you see a purple tail flying through the air, you know it's FedEx. That is 100% true. All right, we'll stop it right just about there. Yeah, well, that's good enough for government work. Alrighty. I'll hold the position until I can get the parking brake set. Excellent. We'll stop the pushback. And today's an even day. B-day. We'll start them engines. Here comes engine number one. Looking for a nominal 15%. I like the max motor before I introduce fuel. The other thing that's really good about max motoring is when it's really hot out, it helps cool off that engine just a little bit more before you start introducing fuel. So here comes the fuel. Oh, listen to that startup sound, chat. Alright, let's go inside, get the number two going. Let's see. Yep, looks like number two is ready to start. Yeah, I absolutely love the FedEx livery. And the purple, the red, the white, it all goes together. I mean, even the UPS livery, that brown, I mean, you can't deny that brown. What can brown do for you, alright? They can deliver my package on time. That's what brown can do for me. Alright, alright, alright. It looks like we have... Waiting on it. Not reached it yet. Two, a good engine starts. Remember what I said? We're looking for two on the N1s, four for the EGTs, six for the N2s. So that all looks good, and the pressure for the oil is in a normal range. So, with that said, let's go 15-0 for our flaps. Arm the spoilers. Aim APU bleed can come off. APU can come off. Let's see. I like to extend the landing lights. Taxi light onto taxi. And everything else up top is looking good. There we go. So, go with the after start. Oh, yeah. What did I say? 0.1 down? Bloop, bloop. Don't mess with me. There we go. Set 0.1 down. What does that look like? E. Probably like that. Oh yeah. I don't know why it moved so much, but there we go. So there's 0.1 down. So we, yeah, the pitch trim is set 0.1 nose down. Rudder trim 0, spoilers arm, slats flaps 15-0. ECAM status checked, anti-ice as required. The hand signal is received before, sorry, the after takeoff, the after start. I am trying to skip so many checklists. After start checklist is complete. Let's go ahead and just go right into our before takeoff checklist. So bring up the flight control page here. We got full up, full down. There's neutral, full left, full right, neutral, full left, full right, neutral. There we go. Auto bracing come on to max, and we can go ahead and get a takeoff config. There's no warnings associated with that. So flight controls are checked, flight instruments checked, briefing has confirmed. V1 VR V2 flex temp is going to be 159, 159, 162. Flex of 53, sorry. Slats flaps 15.0. And config, takeoff config, normal for takeoff. Alrighty. And below the line as well, we got the transponder set, TKCLT, auto brake is max, ignition as required. The before takeoff checklist is complete, so we're done all the way through there. Let's go ahead and get our taxi on. Release the parking brake. There we go. Clear our area to the left. Is there... Okay, I'll turn out here. I don't think there's a ramp exit up ahead of me, so we'll just turn right here. That's fine. I have got to fix that dead zone. Why is there so much dead zone? Alright. No. Auto calibration. Let's bring you back up. Cool. So, start calibration. Set idle position. Set target position. There's that. Alright. So, now when I move just a little bit, yeah, okay, that dead zone is gone. Before it was like super huge dead zone. Alright, sweet. That's what I needed to do. Alrighty. Go back. Alright. Make this turn right here. Then we'll make another right-hand turn. Man, the visibility out of this is just absolutely terrible. But I'm pretty sure this is how Airbus wanted it. There we go. I'm in heading right now. However, what's the runway heading? 230. We can go ahead and pre-select 230 for a runway heading here. 230. So we'll go heading select and profile. That makes sense. Profile climb. Sweet. And then we'll make the left turn here. This should be Delta 1. I don't know what all these extra markings are, but it is what it is. Let's see. Maxer says, I don't know if I told you, but but a while back I got to participate in the Boeing 737 ground school, basically systems and QRH usage, no sound. Alright, that's cool. The thing that concerns me the most is the total lack of warning. What do you mean total lack of warning? The lack of an indication of a failure. The warning system is from the 1930s. Well, I mean, so in the 737 it's a little bit different. They do have master warnings and master cautions. If I don't know if that's what you're trying to reference there, but instead of it being like a computer, you read a screen that tells you what it is, you read the little gauge cluster right here, or in front of the first officer or the captain, that'll tell you what system it is, and then you got to go up top and verify the system and its operation. I mean, the way they do run it is very much from the 1930s for sure. With it just like not popping up on a screen that says, here's your failure and here's how to fix it. It's here's what system has had a failure or a fault, deal with it type of deal. But that's how Boeing wants it. I mean, who are we to tell Boeing how to make their airplanes? Like I said, perk of the Airbus, you know. We have a QRH manual, and it's like 10 times smaller than their QRH manual. Ooh, I forgot. I need to be on a Unicom. Oh, no, not Unicom. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. Bloop. Oop. Whoop. I did not realize we had ground on. Ooh, so, okay. I did not get that. Okay. Ground is on 121.9. Alrighty. Hold on. 121.9. Why did I not hear the alert? I should have heard the alert. Yeah, that's so weird. Okay. Let me just call him. Hello, ground. This is FedEx 3318 Heavy. We're here on Papa. Sorry, I didn't get the alert that you were online. So we're here on Papa, holding short hotel. I am not getting anything. Okay. Ground FedEx 3318 Heavy. Radio check. I'm thoroughly confused now. Let's try 120.9. Hello, Tower FedEx 3318 Heavy. Radio check.
Hey, good evening, FedEx 3318 Heavy, Indy Tower, response box clear, how do you read me?
Alrighty, I got you loud and clear. I tried contacting ground there. I didn't get the little notification you guys popped up online there. I'm here on Papa holding short of hotel with a PDC down to Charlotte.
Gotcha, yeah, go ahead and continue taxi and runway 23 right, via Papa Bravo 1.
Alright, we'll continue our taxi 23 right via Pampa and Bravo 1 for FedEx 3318 Heavy. Is center on line as well?
Unfortunately not, right now it's just tower and ground on Indy.
Okay, yeah, no problem. We'll continue our taxi for FedEx 3318 Heavy. Alrighty, departure 122 is okay, 5,000. So I need to adjust our altitude. Top altitude is going to be 5,000 feet. So bloop 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 bloop. There we go. Excellent. Alright, so we will go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. And I guess I can 122.8 and just have that in the standby. Troy says hi. How's it going? How's it going, Troy? How you doing this evening? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you on board. Glad to have you on board. Max that's correct, but say if I were in a situation where I need to see a synoptic page, then the Boeing 737 wouldn't be able to give it to me. So, well, the other thing with the 737 is that you can see the systems. They're just drawn out on the overhead. I think that's how the philosophy is. So like, even though there's no systems page, like if you looked up at the bleed air system, or in this case the hydraulic system, you'd be able to trace where the hydraulic fluid is going through the system. And if a pump is online or offline, then you can kind of figure out what's going on with that. So, I think that's kind of like how the Boeing philosophy is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not a Boeing guy. It is what it is. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna change the stream from an afternoon stream to an evening stream. So again, another stream at 8:30, but this time we're gonna be in the PMDG 777, doing some American Airlines ops from Charlotte down to Miami on the 777-300ER. So. It's a Boeing airplane, but it's more of an Airbus Boeing airplane, if you know what I mean. That is true. Sometimes, and then sometimes you'll get a warning message on the eCam, and all it is just a failure message. There's nothing to do with it. It just says, "Well, this has failed," and you're like, "Well, what does that mean? What do I do?" Tower FedEx 3318 Heavy is holding short of 23 right at Bravo 1, ready for departure.
3318 Heavy, wind 2507, runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff for FedEx 3318 Heavy. Alrighty, we are clear to go. Final appears to be clear. The runway is clear. Let's get this show started. Seems like it's a much nicer day up here in Indianapolis than it was the last time I was here. Alrighty, let's spool them up to about 40%. There we go. Oop. Don't need that much. And that looks good. Toga. We got SRS guidance. Looks good. Thrust set. 80. Checked. V1. Rotate. Excellent positive rate. Gear up. Alright, we're in heading mode. Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and get the autopilot on a little bit earlier here this time. We can get some juicy flybys. Oh, look at there. Look at there. There's our climb power coming in. Alrighty. Flaps up after takeoff checklist. Alright, so after takeoff, checklist flaps retracted, landing gear up and neutral, packs are on, altimeters are at 2987, checked both. Would you like FedEx 3318 Heavy over to Unicom?
I'm sorry, yeah, departure's offline, change advisors if you're going to get the flight.
Alrighty, thanks for the ATC. Have a great night for FedEx 3318 Heavy.
Thanks.
Sweet deal. We'll pop 122.8 in there. There is a Unicom. We will proceed direct to Geneva. There we go. Need to engage nav. That looks good. And we can go ahead and tune up 33,000 feet. That's our cruising altitude this evening. And we'll go profile. Looks good. Yeah, there. I think that view looks the best. Oh, yeah, that's definitely the best view. Wow. Look at there. Lovely morning departure out of Indianapolis. I think I got the time set to like 7 o'clock in the morning. Beautiful. Beautiful. I, for the life of me, don't know why I didn't get the notification that I had a message from ATC sitting in vPilot. This is very interesting. Yeah, As I've definitely talked to some Boeing guys and Max Racing, and they all say the same thing. They're like there's no, you know, resetting a system in their QRH. Like they don't have that type of procedure in the QRH, and the airplane will never just direct you to reset itself, right? Because it doesn't talk to you like that. So that doesn't exist. So they say if it breaks on a Boeing, it's broke. Whereas if it breaks on an Airbus, try turning it off and turning it back on again. See if it'll come back. Looks like that's 10,000 feet right there. So go ahead and get our lights off. No, the wing lights are separate. Yeah, okay. That's always gonna get me because everything's in the one row there on the 320. Whereas here they put the turn-off lights up there, and then the wing light they move from up there to down here. It is what it is. Just doing some fuel math in my head. Don't have to do fuel math. It's right down here. Here we go. That's why you gotta love Airbus. Oh, that purple tail. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. John Matrix, good evening, sir. Just found your stream and am enjoying it. Love this aircraft. Thank you for joining us tonight, John Matrix. Appreciate you being here on the stream. The A300, beautiful aircraft, and we were talking about this earlier. The purple for FedEx is just unique, and it looks good on the airplane. It really does look good on the airplane. And I was also saying last night that the airplane just flies like so well. Like hand flying it is just a joy. I turned the autopilot on a little bit earlier tonight just so I could get some of that wing view action as we make that turn out of Indianapolis. But it just hand flies so well. The biggest gripe is how you sit on the flight deck, which seems so low. In the air, you don't really notice it, but you almost feel like that should be where you sit, but that's not what Airbus decided. Or at least that's not what I decided. So again, I've never been on an A300, so I couldn't tell you yes or no that that's the correct seating position. Just gotta trust I in that case. For sure, one of your favorite liveries, John Matrix. Excellent. Yeah, yeah. I thought about flying the old Federal Express one, the one that literally says Federal Express on there, with the purple top. You know what I'm talking about? The FedEx with the purple top. I thought about doing that one for the stream. I like the. It's simple. It's classic. You know, gets its point across. The purple top, that's cool. It's a little bit much on the purple, but it still looks cool. Still love it. And then it just looks good on that A300. I'm not gonna lie, the A300 makes this livery look real good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. They did such a good job with like all the dirt and grime on there too. Like you look on the tail, you could see like the grime from like all the you know movement of the rudder fluids just like seeping out and seeping back out onto the flight control surfaces there. It just looks so good. They did a good job with that. Alright, are we through 18? That we are. We can hit the magic barrel reference key to get 29902 set on all the altimeters. We can turn the wing light off, and we can get some in-flight entertainment music going here. There we go. Excellent. Now I gotta keep my eye out on vPilot. I have no clue why here. I'm just gonna leave vPilot kind of like up and out of the way so that I know someone's contacting me. Because I did not see that message at all. And get rid of you, and get rid of you. That way I don't have to worry about it. Oh, very much looking forward to the 777 stream for tomorrow night. I've got all the Airbus isms worked out of my system now. And I should be able to fly that a little bit more successfully than our first flight of the A300 that we did last night. I'll be staying up especially late tomorrow night for you guys. So hopefully you guys come out, join me, keep me company. Because the next day, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday, yeah, so Thursday morning I go back on call super early in the morning. Hopefully I don't get called out. But we shall see. Let's I think the vast majority of the airlines are still freaking out trying to put their operations back together after several technical issues that's happened throughout the course of the month. And hopefully I'll be able to stream a little bit more I wouldn't say continuously, but often. Hopefully I'll be able to stream a little bit more often this month as well. Can't believe it's... Oh, we're not the next month yet. Sorry, I thought it was August already. It's not August yet. But hopefully next month I'll be able to stream a little bit more often. Not really as consistent, but still bringing you some content to watch in your weekday evenings as you mellow out. Oh, the wing flex on this airplane too. You can just see just like that little bit of bounce at the very, very tip of the wing. You guys see that? The plan is streaming wise. I know my schedule is it's always erratic, but the plan streaming wise, once we do this PMDG 777 ops down to Miami, is head back north again, do some Air Canada ops for a little bit, some Phoenix A320 ops. I have yet to actually fly the Phoenix since they updated it, even though I know it's a lot of art update they did. Um, I know they fixed the blend from going from ground law or direct law into flight mode, so they improved that blend quite a lot. So hopefully it's a much smoother transition because it was definitely noticeable after you took off when it switched over from ground mode to flight mode. So be interested to see how smooth that is, and also see how the displays are. I know the displays. A lot of people complain the displays looked vastly, vastly dim in the daytime, even at full brightness. Like I think these displays aren't even at full bright yet. Yeah, see, you have some ways to go on these displays, so you can see them absolutely clearly. So here we go. Turn that back down to a more reasonable level. Don't need it all the way high. Coming through 28,000 feet on our way up to 33,000 feet on the way down to Charlotte, North Carolina. There we go. Well, one thing I do like about the A300 too is it was like the beginning Airbus, right, for the company. But like if you look, they carried over a lot of design elements from this airplane into the 320. Like the windows look very much similar to the windows on the A320. They kept the color of the flight deck, carried that over into the 320. A lot of the same philosophies carried over into so like the lights out dark cockpit philosophy. They carried that over, and of course bringing in electronic screens onto the flight deck. That was a huge thing. I don't know if anyone caught it yesterday, but if you go onto the flight deck of an A300, you'll kind of see like it's kind of clunky, right? And it's like that, not by Airbus's doing, but by the pilot's doing. So if I bring you back up into the flight deck, you'll be able to see, let's take a look at the overhead, for example. You'll be able to see, like, it's a massive overhead, right? But, like, which makes sense, it's a massive airplane. But, like, you have things that you could see in other places, right? Because you have electronic screens. For example, you have your hydraulic system, your hydraulic reservoirs, right? So you have an indication of like what level they're at there. But why have that when over here, if I bring up hydraulic, well, guess what? I can see the same thing and even more if I look right here. You can see I can see the fill level of each hydraulic reservoir, but I can also see, you know, where my fluid is going, you know, and the status of all the pumps and valves. So it's stuff like that. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, they broke their electrical system into AC and DC. Oh, that's crazy. So like here you have your electrical indication. So like you have DC on this side and AC on this side. All right, so that's cool. That's emergency electric. Let's go. I mean, the load is always the same. It appears to be. Oh, there we go. There's Gen 1. There's Gen 2, a slightly lower load. Um, so we're operating at about 115 volts, 400 hertz, right, on the AC system. So if we look down on our screen, what do we see? About 115 volts, 400 hertz. And we can see the entire electrical system and what's powering what bus, all that fun stuff. So they had that because it was the first of its kind, right? Um, it was the first of its kind, right? So pilots, naturally, being pilots, didn't trust it. How are we going to trust? How will we trust this system? They're used to looking at, the overhead panel at the electrical panel and seeing and being able to flip a switch and rotating through all the different electrical buses. Well, everybody said, well, but we got it on a screen for you. And they're like, no, 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 no. I want to see it. So the compromise was they put in the screens and they put in the gauges so that the pilots felt comfortable looking up and looking at the gauge. But as we can, as history will have it, electronic screens are the end thing. Airbus got it right. Shocker, Airbus got it right. And with that, they kind of left Boeing and their 737 behind, you know. And to Boeing's credit, it's not fully their fault. Um, it's because if they decided to go to an ECAM style, or I guess on the Boeing it's called an ICAS, if they decided to get to an ICAS style checklist, they'd they'd have to recertify it as a new type rating. And the 737, as popular as it was, would have been a huge cost add to airlines who already operate it. And why change something that ain't broke? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So that was kind of their philosophy. Hey, it's not broke. We don't need to add an electronic checklist to anything. So they've kept it like that. Now they did move that way when it comes to for sure the 777 and the 787. Definitely, they definitely integrated the electronic checklist. Um, but for the sake of keeping a type rating, they just left the 737 the way it was. Alright, we have leveled off in cruise. So, what am I doing? Cabin altitude. Uh-oh, excessive pressure. What? Let's turn you off. Pressurization page. It is showing 9,000 feet and climbing. Why are you climbing? Let's go back up to the overhead panel. I do not think I moved anything. Auto rate. Oh, that's not fresh. Why are you climbing though? Alrighty. First, you should be in the off position. That's probably why. Yep, that's descending again. That would explain that a lot. Well, see, this is what I get for flying an automated airplane so much. All I did was come up to see where we are and start working on doing a arrival briefing. There we go. Pressurization's going back down. There's 9,000 and descending. Sweet deal. Alrighty. So you kind of see how when I came back up, even though I was greeted with this master warning, kind of look, cabin pressurization. Why am I getting a cabin pressurization issue? So I looked overhead, verified the issue, and kind of solved my own issue by looking just to the left and saying that, oh, I'm still in ignition start. So, note to self, I'm learning every time I fly this airplane. It's teaching me something new. Alrighty, let's go ahead and verify our arrival route. Charlotte Approach still online? No, but Atlanta Center is online. I don't know why they haven't. Alrighty. Nope, don't want you. I assumed. Well, there's the thing, I assumed. Okay, yeah, well, I'm approaching the airspace. Alrighty. So, we'll just go ahead and get our handy dandy chart here out. We can go into plan mode. We'll go to this smallest range there. And we will go ahead and step on through. Skyway has no restrictions, neither does Nizam. Then we got Comedy, Blake. Then we got Fate at our flight level 240 and 270 knots. That looks good. Yeah, Jenny between flight level 190 and flight level 270. We got Phillips at our above 16,270 knots. That looks good. We got Galaxy between 12,000 and 14,000 feet and 250 knots. So that looks good. We got Joebot after that. Joebot's going to be at 11,250 knots. You got Earhart is below 10,000, and then you got Fission 7,210 knots. We look at the ILS here to 18 right. We got J Hunt and Audi inbound to the runway there. Then we'll go out the stolen hold. So that looks good. The frequency is 11015. So let's go ahead and put that in there. And the final approach course is 183. So we'll go ahead and tune that on up. $183. There we go. Excellent tats and icing range, but we are not in any clouds, so I'm not too worried about that. Landing elevation there is 748 feet, so that looks about right. Go ahead and put that there. Alrighty. So just a quick and down dirty briefing. We'll do a visual approach to runway 18 right, and we will back it up with the ILS to runway. We'll back it up with the ILS, sorry. It'll be backed up with the ILS. It's going to be chart 11-4, date of 5 January 24. The frequency is going to be 11015. The final approach course is 183. Audi is at 2400. Our minimums are going to be 944. So I'm going to do a 30-40 landing, and we got 944, I said. 944. There we go. There is MDA. Excellent. Touchdown zone is 744 in the MSA around the Charlotte Fiore is 300 feet all quadrants. For the missed approach, we'll climb to 1200, then a climbing right turn to 4000 outbound on a Charlotte 250 radio to stall intersection. And hold. We'll continue our climb in the hole there. Pappy's on the right. ALS of 2 lighting. When we do land, plan on... We're landing 18 right. Oop. So we'll take Whiskey 4, and we'll probably take Sierra, and I don't know. I'm thinking like Sierra. Let's call it like Frustrated because we got to get all the way over here. So let's call it Foxtrot and Alpha. From Alpha we'll go Alpha Golf Charlie all the way down to the South Cargo Rim, which is like down here, somewhere they park. All right, there we go. Well, it is not looking good. Can I overlap weather radar? I cannot overlap a weather radar. Oh well, that's all right. We shall see. Let's see. Back into the sim. Bring you back into mapping mode. Have we flown past our TOD? Oh, no, we have not flown past our TOD. Let's see. The other thing I need to do is I forgot on. I did see that note at the top there. 270 knots is the transition. So, how progress? Cruise. Yeah. Next page. There's no next page. Descent forecast. Well, that never hurts to get that. Well, okay. What is ref? Okay. No, that's not what I want. I don't need a net either. What is tact mode? So, cruise. Okay, I don't know what that means. Mode, econ cruise. Is there a next page? There's no next descent forecast. Okay. Mode. I'm trying to see if I can input, like, change how it descends, but I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing, so it is what it is. We'll just have to speed and event whenever we can. Get it to follow the profile as best we can. Alrighty, there it is. I think Atlanta Center's trying to get a hold of me. Please contact me on 132-975. Alright, 32-975. Here we go. Back inside. 132.975. There's that. There we go.
Atlanta Center radar contact. American 872 Heavy, turn right heading 130.
That's tactical mode, says Draco. I'm sure that's what that means. So tactical.
Atlanta Center, November 921 Juliet Charlie with you, flight level 350.
Oh, man, that say guy just sounds so cool. Let's tune that at 0.
Send me tape level 240 Delta 97. November 921 Juliet Charlie, that's the Roger.
Hello, Atlanta Center. FedEx 3318 Heavy, flight level 330.
FedEx 3318 Atlanta Center, welcome to 718, level 290.
Better maintain flight level 290, FedEx 3318 Heavy. Alrighty. So, back up front, 290. We'll go ahead and put you in there. 290 set. I will do a boop, 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 boop. We'll start nice and slow, work our way back down. Ooh, the Jedi. Let's see. Updated 15 minutes ago. Well, no, that's Indianapolis. Let's get the current weather in Charlotte. Okay, so this is not nearly what I thought it was. I was looking literally at the wrong weather. Um, okay, cool. This is just going to be an ILS approach now. Alright. So, this is going to be fun. Let's see. So, I don't know if you guys will be able to see that clearly, but if you look here, that's the real ATIS. The VETSIM ATIS, no ATIS available for VETSIM. Cool story. So, 040, they're still going south? Yeah, I expect 18 left, center, right. Okay, so they're still going south. 040 at 7, 2.5 miles of visibility, 5,000 feet RVR. Heavy thunderstorms, rain, mist, few at 1800, broken 2600. Overcast. Okay, so it is, it's stormy there. Lightning, distant, all quadrants. Rain began 5 past the hour. And, wow, that's a code I don't know. Cons, lightning, and cloud of ground. So, there's currently a thunderstorm over the field. So it's gonna be an ILS approach. How about that? It's not gonna be a visual backed up with ILS. It is going to be an ILS approach. Let's see what we can see out the window. Now I'm a little curious. What can I see out the window? Not much. Looks easy. But, I mean, that's about it. Let's go outside and see. I mean, it doesn't look nice ahead, but it doesn't look like it's like crazy storms, at least right now. We're kind of far out on their arrival, though, so we shall see. And I do not know the proper procedures to auto-land this thing. I just kind of assume that when you tune everything up, you turn both autopilots on and let it do its thing, but I don't know. So, we're 30, flight level 300 for a flight level 290. Well, things are going to get real interesting here. Things are going to get real interesting here. Coming down to Charlotte. Appalachian Mountains down there. Looks good, looks good. Look how fat this wing looks. That's the other thing. Like, you're sitting there. Look how absolutely massive this wing looks. It's not a long wing, but it's a very fat wing, I can tell you that. Man, is there some sort of event going on tonight? They got a lot of odd approaches on. Like, you got Savannah approach, Greensboro approach, and Tower. Louisville is on. Of course, Atlanta is on. Atlanta's always on. Must be something I'm missing. Oh well. Oh. Oh, how nice. You gonna let me descend via, or are you just gonna let me stay up here? What's happening? Updated 4 minutes ago now. 100 at 35 miles. Light thunderstorms rain. There we go. See, it's improving. It's improving.
341, short 35. Talk out 341, hold short 35, contact Atlanta 121.35. 12135, talk at 341.
Get the checklist reset. There. Excellent.
33, 1023, good day. Great.
I just want to check American 872 and clear to land.
American 872, 18 center, clear to land.
Clear to land, 18 center, American 872.
Delta 193, fly heading 120 to center maintain 4000.
120, 4000, Delta 193.
GPS 9770, for spacing to Greensboro, fly heading 280.
Flying at 280, UPS 9770 heavy.
United 1798, spacing to Greensboro, maintain 250 knots when able and fly heading 280. Heading 280, 250.
I just love watching the tip of that wing. It looks so realistic how they do it. It just looks so realistic. How the wingtip just kind of bounces up and down a little bit.
FedEx 3318, descend maintain flight level 240.
Better maintain flight level 240, FedEx 3318 heavy.
Delta 907, contact approach 13340.
240. We'll go ahead and start that descent down now.
122.55, heavy control, and we'll see you. November 67370, you're not clear to Miami Airport, redirect to Demerol, that's Delta Echo Bravo Romeo.
And go down at 1500 feet this time. 1500 feet a minute.
Direct Demerol, join the closest to arrival, 6770, and I gotta step away for about 2 minutes, if that's alright.
Everybody's stepping away for some reason.
Level 320. Climb maintain 320, 67370.
Get back to that beautiful wing view there. You just see it. Oh my gosh, just look at that. It bounces so realistically.
Number 22 Oscar Papa, short runway 20, ready for departure.
The 2112 is the beam.
The Appalachian Mountains down there. Ooh, that looks so beautiful.
Stanley County is going to be uncontrolled at this time. Stand by. Delta 193, fighting 150, localizer.
150, localizer, Delta 193.
Club 2112, radar service terminated squawk via far. Change to advisory approved.
Land out there for the taking. If you like hiking in the woods, staying in the woods, hiking up at the Appalachian Trail. Good buddy of mine, that's one of his goals in life, is to literally hike the entire Appalachian Trail from start to finish. I don't think he's gonna do it consecutively if he does it. I think he's gonna do it like a few days a week or so at a time. He'll just hop on, hike hike 10, 20 miles a day, set up camp, get up the next morning, do the same thing for about a week at a time.
128 Charlie, descend maintain level 290.
290 for 128 Charlie.
Number 22 Oscar Papa, short runway 20, ready for departure.
Number 22 Oscar Papa, hold short runway 20 and contact Atlanta Center 121.35.
121.35 to verify approximate 22 Oscar Papa.
Delta 193, descend maintain 3000, still established, put out 18 center approach.
There's a lot of approach frequencies on now. Let's see. Something going on in the southeast. Because you got Greensboro approach, Savannah approach, Orlando approach, Tampa approach, Miami is even on. And almost all the centers down south are on. 12135 for FedEx 3318 Heavy. Have a great day. 12135, so 121.35. There's that. Ow, my ears. For 25 for 24.
United 1798, Atlanta Center, maintain flight level 180 on course.
Center FedEx 3318 is leveling flight level 240.
FedEx 3318, Atlanta Center, send via Phillips 4 arrival, landing south, shower altimeter 3005.
Descend via the Phillips 4 landing south 3005 for FedEx 3318. Alrighty, so
Actually, they switched to north operation.
get out of here.
Runway, and I'll have this for you shortly. Do you expect a runway?
Roger, we'll descend via the Phillips 4 landing to the north now for FedEx 3318. Alrighty. Profile. Because reasons.
FedEx 781, Atlanta Center, cross Aussie at maintain 123.
Let's go 36 left for now. And Phillips 4. Position. Insert. We're gonna go direct to Phillips. There it is. Profile. More drag. Do we need more drag though? It recalculated something. Let's see. Don't know what that means. Progress 2,000 feet below profile. Yeah, we're gonna catch up to it. Sweeto. Alrighty. So that is all good. We have a random runway in there, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and go into charts. Approach. Let me unselect that. Let's go to 36 left, like I said. Pin that. The frequency is going to be 11015, and the final approach course is 003. So there we go. Let's go ahead and put that in there, 003. And 003, almost there. It takes a while for this to spin around. There we go. 003 in there. 11015. Okay, so that's okay. That's good to go. Vita. Here comes our VNAV path here. I want to make sure I stay on profile. We'll expect runway 36 center for FedEx 3318. Good deal. So, he told us we can expect... So, we'll go back down here. 36 center, he says, so we'll change our runway to 36. See, did I select the right one? Yep. So that didn't really change anything other than our... What? No, why do you still have 36 left in there? 36 center. Oh, Phillips, we're direct to A down at this time. So we'll do that. We'll direct to this A down. Sweeto. Somehow we're above profile. Got the progress page here. The weather is currently showing an altimeter of 3004. So 3004, 234, 3004, and 3004 set thrice. There it is. We can turn those on. Cross-check everything. So gonna do low auto brakes. Alright, sweet. We got speed brakes extended, trying to catch up. We're only 900 feet high, which is not that bad at all for our profile. So approach checklist. The signs are on. Briefing is completed. ECAM status checked. Altimeters is 3004. Set thrice. Minimums. Oh yeah. Okay, so 36 center. He said, right? So. Let's go ahead and get rid of you and do 36 center. So 36 center. Nope, that still says left. 36 center. There we go. It's going to be 111.7. So we want 111.7. There we go. And the final approach course is 003. So we got that in there. Excellent. The new minimum is going to be 907. Get rid of you, put 907 in there, and we are all briefed up and ready to go. 907, sweet deal. Boop, boop. Alrighty. Nope, that's not the button I wanted to hit. Let's go ahead and get rid of our in-flight entertainment. I can go ahead and get rid of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Operator, contact altitude, climbing, change 5,000. 1600 up to 5,000, Scott,
There we go. We're slowing down to, well, why do we slow below 250 knots? That makes no sense. It's holding it, though, for reasons. Probably because it wants to be at 210 knots at CDOX there. Alrighty.
Sorry, November, what was the call sign again?
November 45 Delta.
45 Delta Papa, Atlanta Center X. Number 2 Delta Papa, confirm that's right heading 200. 220 for...
Alrighty.
Roger, 220 Delta.
All set, ready to go there. Let's see. John Matrix, love flying over this area. You mean the Appalachian region? Well, I mean, it's now behind us there. Appalachian region. I wonder if that's one of the cells right there that we just flew past. Let's see. Doesn't look like much going on. Thank you, Microsoft Weather, for accurately depicting the weather. Yeah, it's a beautiful area. It is a beautiful area. I wonder why some airlines turn their landing lights on at 18,000 feet. I don't know. I don't know. Let me put it like that. Company preference, high visibility preference, because, I mean, technically we're below 18,000 feet. You're in general aviation country, so you can have someone buzzing along at, 17,500 feet VFR, So I can see why they would want you to leave your lights on until 18,000 feet. Makes a lot of sense. I know that there's no speed limit on the landing lights above 18,000 feet when you're doing faster than 250 knots. You're just wasting fuel. Yeah, that's all you're doing, really, when you pop your lights out. Which, let's go ahead and pop our lights out now. There we go. So the lights are out. We should be coming on back. I guess the sending kind of okay on profile. We pretty much have made all of our restrictions here. I don't know why it keeps kind of bouncing up and down there. It is doing what it is doing, I guess.
Scott 2 Oscar Bob, flight 250. 250, drop the Papa.
John Matrix says, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do agree. Beautiful area.
9770 heavy, clear direct Greensboro, descend and maintain. Actually maintain 1000 for now.
Going through 10. It sounds like a good time to get the replay tool going. There it is. Let's get you connected. Excellent. And let's begin our recording. Yep. And we are recording for the replay. Excellent.
November 45 Delta Papa, contact tower 119.1.
Contact tower 119.1.
Hello? You're supposed to level off here at... Oh, no. Ha! Why would you... Boop. Let's get you back up to 10, shall we? Oh, turn you off. Little change. There we go. Need you to do a 210 knot climb. What were you doing? It should have still leveled off at 10,000 feet. Even in a profile descent there. Let's go ahead and go flaps 15. Whoa! There we go. Alrighty. We're now holding 10,000. 10,000. That all looks good. Sweet deal. I got speed. Yeah, I'm holding speed, so let's go ahead and go final approach. Excellent. And our reference speed is going to be 125, so 130 is our final approach speed there. Looking absolutely beautiful. It's the temperature outside. Yeah, not worried about icing. Sweet deal. You can have me descend at any time, though. Alrighty, 4,000, and we'll see if we can pick it up. We're expecting the ILS to run right through 600, correct?
I just realized that the weather sucks here. Yeah, you can expect the ILS 3600. It's my bad, sir.
No problem. Alrighty, 4,000 is set.
United 69 Atlanta, climb maintain, flight level 360.
Up to flight level 360, United 69.
United 69, I lied.
And let's see, just so I'm covering all my bases. That's it. Oh, wait, center. Okay, cool. Let's see, no tams.
Jet 676, Charlie Sierra, Atlanta Center, Birmingham altimeter is 3003. Descend and maintain 6,000. Say approach quest. Descend and maintain 6,000.
Sweet. So the ILS is available to us, so that will work out perfectly. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Get the glare off of the screen a little bit. There we go. I'll get some speed brakes out and try to see if we can get down a little bit quicker.
Park 341, clear direct destination.
Direct destination, Park 341. I understand that Delta 123 passing flight level 270, 240.
Delta 123, Atlanta Center. Descend and maintain flight level 230.
Descend and maintain 230, Delta 123.
Delta 190, cross Aussie at and maintain 1.
What's this message on our scratch pad? Discontinuity ahead. Yep, that makes sense. So we'll go flight plan. What I'll do is I'll just do what I did essentially last night and clear the top waypoints there.
Can you please say the speed again? Delta 190, just keep that 310 knots
Bring up the approach chart.
3318 heavy, turn left heading 09er.
Ow. What airport do you fly into the most? I don't really fly into. 090-3000, FedEx A318 heavy. Alright, 90 heading, 3000. Let's dump her on down.
69, contact Atlanta Center, 132.907.
3297, United 69. Through.
Another 123, maintain 290 knots.
Go ahead and do that one.
123, maintain 290
ILS. ILS.
November 6 Charlie Sierra, do you have an approach request yet? Okay, Charlie Sierra, Roger, turn 20, correction 30 degrees left, maintain 6,000.
We're 4 for 3, so that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and slow it up as well. No reason to go super fast. Let's take our time, get established nice and well on this approach. 190 knots. That's slow enough for me to go flaps 15.
United 1798, turn left heading 020, descend and maintain 3000.
020 and it's 3000, United 1798.
Expecting a heading here soon. If not, I'm going to be questioning something.
Flight level 24000.
Aztec Golf 595, Atlanta Center, cross C.
Alright, looks like we're going to cross the final approach course here.
Maintain 1000, Greensboro, altimeter 2996.
2996 and cross tracks for 595.
It'll be tracked on 1000, please.
595.
Thanks. EPS 9770 heavy, fly heading 090.
090, and EPS 9770.
American 2720, about Rivet, 13,000 on 314,000.
FedEx 3318 heavy, that's my bad. Let me get you a, you're not going to get in there, so let me just get you prison heading and I'll get you in here, that's my bad.
No problem, FedEx 318 heavy. Alrighty, yeah, he forgot about us there. What airport do I fly into the most? I don't really fly into any airport the most. There, Max Racing, it's kind of spread out all over. What if there was a Microsoft mod that simulated a preferential bid system so you can bid trips and be on track? Well, I mean, bring that up to like a virtual airline. I would bring that up to a virtual airline, because that sounds like something that they would do. Is like have a bidding system, be on short call, long call.
Cross Aussie at 12,000, 250 knots, and altimeter 3006.
Have I ever been to Charlotte? Yeah, I've been in that out of there a few times. It's it is what it is there, I guess. As far as like the overnight goes, it's actually a pretty okay overnight where they keep us. So.
3318 heavy, turn right, turn heading 270.
Oh, was that a right turn at 270? Right turn?
Apron for FedEx 3318 heavy.
Alrighty, right turn at 270 for FedEx 3318 heavy.
November 2 Oscar Papa.
Yeah, I have seen some pictures online of Charlotte though, of inside of the airport. Ooh. Let me tell you, like some of the pictures I've seen online of that airport is like sea to shining sea of people. When I say sea to shining sea, I mean wall to wall. You couldn't even walk in there if you tried. So yeah, Charlotte definitely looks like it gets nuts sometimes.
November 6, Charlie Sierra, turn left heading 090.
There we go, 270 right there. Fuel equals money. Fuel does equal money. It does, but that's why sometimes you plan for the extra burn. which is usually what I do. So in my flight planning, I usually will add, especially if I'm going to be online, I usually add, like in this one, I don't fly the A300, so I just added an extra 2,000 pounds just for random burn usage. So, mhm. And we're biting a lot of it. Yeah, we definitely are biting a lot of fuel. Definitely burning all that gas, but that's okay. Sometimes you plan for it.
United 1798, turn right heading 34, correction, turn right heading 210. United 1798, heavy, turn right heading 210.
Right turn 210, United 1798. We have the traffic at our 3 now moving 4 o'clock.
United 19, Crescent 1798, heavy, thanks, follow him, caution, wake turbulence, is an A300, clear visual approach, runway 23 left.
Alright, we'll follow him, caution wake.
Someone else is flying an A300 out here tonight. Noise.
United 1798, contact tower, good night, thanks for working with us.
Yeah, alright, over to tower, United 1798, yeah.
Oh, 100%. This airplane just looks so fat. Like, it just has drag all over the place. This airplane oozes drag. But it looks good. I wonder if he's gonna forget about me again.
FedEx 3318, turn right heading 30, correction, 330, General.
Okay. That's a right turn at 330 to join a localizer for 36 center for FedEx 3318 Heavy. 330? Fear localizer. There we go. What's it saying? Does it really want a DA? It's 200. Alright, I'll put it in there. 200. How about that? I don't want to, but I will. 200. DH. Thank you. 200. Put you in there. Alright, so there we go. Alrighty. Low capture. Please clear me for the approach before I get this next 5 miles.
Actually, you wanted 3,000. For terrain, I'll have to have you at 5,000. That good with you?
Affirmative, drop your papa.
Touch pop, thanks. Degree or altimeter 299 or 8.
We do 180 for now. And I should be able to go flaps 15, 20? Yeah, let's do that.
4870 Atlanta Center, climb maintain, flight level 230.
Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, there we go. The leading edge didn't change, it's the trailing edge that changed. There we go.
Stanley, we'll check the ILS, or vectors for the ILS 22 left.
Level 340, roger, expected.
But
Descent to Southwest 1140, descending flight level 240, passing 289er.
Southwest 1140, Atlanta Center, cross Aussie at maintain 12000 at 250
come on.
3006.
Cross Aussie at 12000, maintain 250 knots.
Yeah.
What was the altimeter?
Tell me about it. You know, being delayed by ATC for no reason.
Right now, it's going to be 250 knots at Aussie. So you can keep
250
your
Aussie,
make
sorry.
sure 12000 and 250 knots at Aussie. The Atlanta altimeter 3006.
I'm hitting it.
Descend 12,000 across Aussie at 12,000 and 250 knots. Atlanta altimeter is. I still didn't catch the altimeter, sorry.
Oh my gosh, guy.
3006.
Atlanta altimeter 3006, Southwest 1140.
FedEx 3318 heavy, clear to ILS, runway 36 center approach, runway 36 center clear to land.
36 center clear to land for FedEx 33, 18 heavy.
So
Oh my gosh, that guy. Finally, we got it. We're clear for the approach. We're clear to land. Let's go ahead and, what did I say? It's going to be 130 as our rough speed. Let's go ahead and slow it on down to 130. There we go. That is, boom, gear down.
Sorry about that. Heading over to approach speed 250, Delta 1 under zero.
Thank you, American 1368, line approach 133.47.
Flaps 40 before landing checklist. Alrighty, flaps 40. Speed brake armed. Landing gear down. Auto brake is armed. Any skid is low. The auto brakes are low. Any skid checked? Guess it's still on. Slats flaps. We got 30, 40. And spoilers armed before landing checklist is complete. Ooh, that seems very close. Let's go 135, shall we? We got Cat 3, Flight Director 1 is on command. Cat 3 dual. Just in case we need to. Approach lights. Runway.
Speed 250, filter 30, was it 3011 or W2816?
3006.
3006 for W2816. Thank you.
Continuing.
Southwest 4870, Atlanta 132.907, good day.
3297, Southwest 4870.
Club 341, turn 30 degrees right, X final.
30 right, 341.
Alright. Deployed. $80. 60. Auto brakes are off. Manual braking is engaged. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Charlotte. There you go. Ooh. Wow, the rain is coming down here. The rain is coming down here. I'll take this right-hand turn. This is Echo 8. So I'll make a right-hand turn and another right-hand turn. Once we're established going southbound, I guess I'll clean her up. I'm not even going to bother with Center. He seems so busy, he's just forgot about us. Hard right, hard right. Boop, 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 boop.
Atlanta Center, November 994 North Bravo, descend to flight level 240.
November 994 Romeo Bravo, Atlanta Center, descend via Jedi 3 arrival and altimeter 3006.
Say again, Center.
4 Romeo Bravo, descend via Jedi 3 arrival, the Atlanta altimeter 3006.
Alright, flaps up.
Descend via Jedi 3, altimeter 3006, November 4.
Okay, go down. Thank you.
Yep, 8502, contact one approach 133.47.
Sweet deal. Welcome to Charlotte. Hello, Center. FedEx 3318. It's on the ground on Charlotte.
Extra golf, 595, center maintain 6000.
He is so slapped, he doesn't even know what to think.
Simon
400 land grade rate. I picked up their perch lights actually above minimums, so that's why. Um, I know you're doing the auto land callouts there. Continue. Yep, that's how it would be. Cross 2-3 on Echo Alpha Charlie Park FedEx 3318 Heavy. Have a great night. Don't work too hard. What is that? Probably hot brakes. Yep. Fortunately, we have fans. Yay! Look at there. Boom. Turn those on. So we will cross 2-3 here, turn left on Alpha. This doesn't even look like a runway. I mean, it's got like, oh, it's because it's so wet. Okay. All the markings look all messed up. Alright. So we'll take this left. This is Alpha. Excellent. Keep that momentum going because it seems like we're going uphill for some reason. Alrighty, we'll take this all the way down to Golf and Charlie, just pretty much exactly how we briefed it. We'll take Alpha and Golf and Charlie. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And the classic Airbus tradition, the brakes are on fire, even though it's raining. 100%. Of course you're going to burn the brakes up. Every single time. Except in the Phoenix. You'll never burn the brakes up in the Phoenix. Alright? That's like you don't even need brake fans if you're flying in the Phoenix, man. Go ahead and turn him off. There we go. That is what it's like to truly fly. And I'm not even in my airplane, so I'm out of my element. But if you look at the weather we flew into, that's pretty much what it's like to fly when the weather starts getting down towards your minimums and you're like, alright, am I gonna have to... Are we going around? Am I gonna have to auto land this thing? Which, again, auto lands are something we rarely get the opportunity to do in the real world as well. Usually you're doing, what is up with all this? It looks flat, but I'm all over the place. Alrighty, we'll take this down to Golf. This is not Golf. It's the turn after this one. And this is pretty much how you would taxi when the weather's like this too. You're not like speeding around like Southwest is, because you can't see. I mean, look how great the visibility is. Let's see. I could try to turn on the wipers, right? So there we go. But those kind of suck. That's not really doing anything. So I don't usually use wipers. All right, I think this is Golf. I think it is. Let's go ahead and make a turn here. Yeah, this airplane is so hard to see out of the window. There we go. A good trick I use when I'm getting lengthy instructions from ATC, I put it in the scratchpad of the McDo. That is one technique. Back when I was a first officer, I've seen that technique used by some captains, and but I always had my pen and paper at the ready to go. so that I knew. And then, of course, I had my own shorthand. We all kind of have our own shorthand when we're writing down on a pen and paper, right? But the good thing about the putting it in the McDo like that is when it's in there, both pilots can just look down and see uh, what the instructions were. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the flight directors off. Oh, there we go. I don't know how to do that. There we go. This click spot is so touchy. There we go. Excellent. Where do we go in it? I have no clue. Let's go in. Let's go in after this last green patchy area right here. That seems legit. Go outside. In fact, let's go back inside, turn the light off. Bye-bye, don't need you anymore. Alright, back outside. Alright, there's a green patchy area. Ooh, I can't see where parking spots are. I think they're striped lines. I really think it's the striped lines. Yeah, let's call it the striped lines. Yeah, let's just call it the striped lines. That sounds about right, right? Suddenly you don't want to go uphill. Alright. It's like the bands of rain are coming and going. It's not that big of a hill. Good lord. Then it's like once you're over that weird hump, you're just gonna go screaming back downhill again. Obviously. Because why wouldn't you? Alright. That seems like we're far enough into the ramp. Oop. We can stop it right there. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Should I do the same thing that I did? I'm wondering if I should do the same thing each time that I did last night, which is don't even bother shutting the engines down, because all you're going to do is put the engines right back on into whatever state it is. Ooh, look how hot they got. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Um, so what we could do is roll right into, well, first, let me disconnect from VetSim. Thank you for your service. Thank you very much. And then, since we're all ready to go, what I could do is put the flaps down because reasons. And then, let's see. I need to actually end the replay, so we'll stop the recording there. And then we will load the replay. There it is. Loading the situation. Let me come back up front again before I actually hit the play button. We get all the lights back on. That looks good. Boop, boop. There we go. All the lights, because we're gonna need all of them. Alrighty, there's the wing view. There's the play button. Boop. Alrighty. Ah, well, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. All right, here we go. This looks like we're on a real final approach here now. Let's go ahead and roll it from there. See what it looks like. Man, that guy, he literally forgot about us. We were just flying around. Just, don't worry about us. Just aimlessly flying around. And he was gonna forget to clear us for the approach too. Whoever that other guy that was not reading instructions. At any rate, look at there. Wow. Just wow. I mean, in and out of rain. Again, I did the same thing as yesterday. It ended up dipping low, and I wonder if it's just because of the glare shield height. It just makes you feel like you're high all the time. Ooh, right on 1,000 footers. Let's back that one up. Let's see that. I would like to see that again. Let's look on the other side. Oop. Let's peep the terminal, shall we? Are we gonna get a terminal view? Oh, well, we might not see the terminal. Look at there. 1,000 footers, right on it. Oh, it doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any better than that. Let's take a look from the outside. I want to see this from the outside. See where those. Let's get this shot right here. Boom. Yeah, something like that. Roll it. Full send. See, coming in low, coming in low. You see my pitch is actually pretty stable. I put in the flare right just about there, bring the thrust levers idle. Smash. It's a smashy smash. I'm not mad about it though. I am not mad about that little smashy smash. Let's back that up right here. Yeah. We go to this view. Boop. Level you out. Oh, there's the glide slope antenna. There's your glide slope antenna. Boop. As you can see, the glide slope antenna will bring you in right there. The VASIs, or the PAPIs, these lights will bring you in right there. So, although I'm pretty sure that this is just for looks in the simulator, that's not the actual glide slope beam. So, let's go ahead and, yeah, let's do it like that. We'll get it from the glide slope antenna's point of view. Let me make sure I unlock the follow mode here. There we go. Excellent. Let's see if you can see me coming through the rain. And oh, there, it looks like another band of towers there. Look at that. Look at there. Just like popping through that band of showers. Like I said, I rarely use the windshield wipers. Even if it's raining on approach, I just rarely use them. Oh, yeah. From that angle, it almost looks like a butter. I definitely planted it on, but from that angle, definitely seemed like I buttered that landing. Even though I know I didn't. It just looked like I buttered that landing, which is alright. It is A-okay. We'll put the follow mode back onto the drone there. We'll switch our cam back up inside. I know, you're gonna go crazy, aren't you? Alright. Let's back this thing up one last time. Yeah, you can't see anything. Oh, looks perfect. That looks exactly how I figure it would look like coming on through. Oh, there's our over the glare shield shot there. Yeah, that's gonna be throwing a few different warnings and cautions there, but that is A-okay. Well, Max Racing, John Matrix. Who else? Who else? Max Racing, John Matrix. and Draco. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for coming out and spending another evening with me. You really make this fun and enjoyable. Also, oh, Troy. Yeah, thank you, Troy, for coming out. I'll try to stream again tomorrow night, PMDG 777, Charlotte to Miami. Until I see you on the next stream, remember to take care of yourselves and each other. I'm Grey Eagle. Peace.